Okay. Hello. It's been a crazy last 5 days. When is the last time I've seen you guys? Hi, Shadow. Hi, Bungalow Glow. Um, so what have you been up to for the past couple weeks? I just had a little thing called San Diego Comic-Con. Hi, Jashaka. How are you? Did you go to the convention? You just finding me random? It's been a minute, right? I can't get the other streaming thing to work, so I'm 2 for 3, so that's gonna have to do. Yeah, I don't know. That's okay. This is a cozy place for us. All right, fans, how are you? Hope you've been well. Yes. Okay. So I did the behemoth that is San Diego Comic-Con. And I survived. It was really good, super crowded. I didn't get sick, no con crud. How long does it take a real good crud to come about? A couple days, right? Nothing. I'm good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I skipped a couple of streams because I was trying to get these temporary tattoos going. And I don't know how Sticker Wrap did it, but they had such a fast turnaround for these things. I finally took mine off. It took like a couple of bouts of oil rubbing to get it off. It lasts for a good week, although I would say 4 days it looked good, and then the last 3 were like, oh, you need to take that off. So here's this one. So Midi Mew for scale. Here, look at, I added a, so you could see what it looks like for real. Let's see if I could. There it is. So, hold on. That's too big. There, that's about to scale. And then there's this one. So, I never made a tattoo before. The octopus, yeah! So I'd say that was to scale, about that big. Okay, what did I do wrong? I had to make them transparent. So now they're transparent for the stream, so that helps me out. I thought the white would just disappear as transparent, but no, I had to cut it all out. And then figure out a way to make these edges kind of work. These little, the ground underneath the mushrooms, how it's just kind of, oh shoot, vertical. There is no vertical. Oh, maybe on the other one. Here, I'll show you guys too. Where is, dot. Okay. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, but I was running out of time, and Sticker Wrap, they sent these things from overseas super fast, and they were done in time, and I was just happy about that because I really wanted to put them in the vending machine. Ta-da! There it is, vending machines full of, what is it, sticker packs? I mean, not sticker packs, actually not many sticker packs. It's all temporary tattoos and a lot of what is it, the sketchbook volume 2s, the periwinkle cover, and some grumps, some key rings. Do you remember when I was contemplating what I was going to do about the original art to put in the vending machine? I was thinking, should I just leave them completely blind box, blind envelope? Let's see. Or should I put them in a gold envelope? And it was kind of like 50-50. Some of you guys thought it should be completely surprised, or it should be a complete surprise. And some of you thought maybe the gold envelopes. I think some of you split, like do both. So, oh, Shadow, I just saw your crazy emotes, your word emotes. How y'all doing? I love those. So I decided to put the gold envelopes for the original art, but nobody really noticed. So it's like, it's kind of like, let's see, even as obvious as I made it, it's still a if you know, you know kind of thing. So that works out. Look at that. The vending machines are such a fun method of sales for artists. Yeah, I like it a lot. I forgot how much it weighs. It's not the worst thing to carry around. I would say it functions really well. It jammed twice in 5 days, but it's just you open the front and you knock the little envelope down. So it wasn't, under normal circumstances, it would be nothing. But at San Diego Comic-Con, it's so packed, and I'm in like the middle of an artist alley row. So you really have to consider how badly you need to get out from behind your table, because it's like a little gauntlet you have to do to walk out to the other side, and then it's packed with humanity in the aisle. So it's like it's nothing trivial to just try to get to the front of your table to fix a vending machine jam. So fortunately, it only happened twice. But yeah, I'd say it was a pretty good San Diego Comic-Con overall. It was really busy. Tons of people. Sales were just a little light. I think people are budgeting more. So by San Diego Comic-Con standards, just a bit light, but not too bad. It's weird because we're sitting back there behind the table for like 5 days. It's Wednesday to Sunday, and at a certain point, you know, the tables are 4 feet long, so you have 2 people at your table, and that's pretty much maximum capacity for people looking at your stuff. And then if there's anybody else who wants to stop a little behind the shoulders and do one of those peek over, you got security kind of going through the middle of the aisles saying, keep it moving, don't stand in the aisle. So then everybody's like, oh, I don't know, it's kind of like a mood breaker. But I think attendees are handling it pretty well. There was a fight at one of the panels, the kind of panel where you need a wristband for. But yeah, what happened was people who had wristbands didn't have a seat in the panel. So a fight broke out. So they were trying to figure out, I guess they found out that someone was making counterfeit wristbands or something. I don't know. People, it's a grind for an attendee. Oh, someone else was saying that the attendees are a little aggressive, more so than Phoenix Fan Fest or anything, any other convention. They were strolling a stroller around, and they're like, yeah, people, they have very little. They're not very polite, and they don't have any sympathy. So they're just like, oh, all right. So, but other than that, it's just really nice to see some friends. I think I've said this before, but we're all working in this bubble, in this cave, without any interaction, minimal interaction, which is kind of why I like streaming. So it's nice to go to a convention and just see people respond to your stuff. Someone was like, this is unlike anything here. I'm like, okay, that's good. Don't want to buy a book? I appreciate the sugar, but you can buy a book if you want. But that's really nice, because I don't want to do, if I'm not doing fan art, I better make it good, make it worth looking at. Here's my exhibitor badge. There's a person named Rebecca who moves around. I've seen her more than once. I'm lucky enough that she's liked me on 2 separate occasions where she's dropped off her great little 3D printed little keyring things. Do these glow? Tell me they glow. Yeah. They glow so hard you can't even see. So this is always fun when somebody brings you trinkets because they like what you do. Look at him. Look at that. Wow. Ah, he's the best. So I just kept flipping my badge with this little guy in it. So now he needs a home on my cork board here. Felt board? I don't know what you call it. Okay. Stay. So what else? Oh yeah, you guys didn't see because I was trying to get stuff done. So here's the star himself. Everybody asks, you know, when I'm gonna make a plushie. And I always say when I have a Grump army who would like to buy them so I can make a huge order, right? So he's hanging out with me all weekend. It's like he's like a little fidget toy in that way. Yeah, I fidgeted the heck out of this. It was nice. So look at this though, watch. He has his own badge. It's a little crumply now. There it is. He has a little stack of counterfeit badges at this point. Don't tell anybody. Don't get me in trouble. That's him. That's me. That's so pretty. Hi, Natasha. Nice to meet you. Oh, there we go. And then this thing. This is a nice little ring. You know what? I had to do something to get this ring. Any guesses? Luckily, I was with a large group of people, so it all didn't depend on me. This was a surprise. We went to it was called Villains Brewery or something in San Diego. Green Lantern, yeah. So we all, the manager, I guess, I couldn't hear him. There's a lot of music. It was a kind of a loud place. They were having more fun than I was ready for. Maybe, I don't know. But I couldn't hear what he was saying, but something about like if you do something, you will get a ring. And I was with like 1, 2, 3, probably like 6 guys, and me. They were all from the convention, and we had to do the chant. I don't remember what the chant was. It's like the famous chant. And so the manager held up like a cue card for us to recite the whole, I don't remember what, but the guys were so good at it. This was their moment. They were ready. So I did my best, and I looked for it on their Instagram and they didn't post it. So I guess we were just too good. I don't know, but it's like, I don't know. It's solid. It's way too big for even my thickest digit. Maybe my big toe could fit it. But yeah, look at that. So that was some of the adventures. I got to see old friends. My translator for Grump was there. He came all the way from Japan. It was really nice to see you. So yeah, Grump, Japanese Grump. It's a really good printing of the Japanese version. Let's see. Look at that. Every once in a while, I'll have to remind myself how to spell my name in Japanese. Not too hard. 1, 2 for my first name. 1, 2, 3 characters for my last name. But yeah, he came by and he has work to do, like in the States and in Japan, I guess. So yeah, not too bad. I got a commission that I need to work on. It's on a sketch cover. They want me to do a super famous Spider-Man pose, but with Grump. Not even Grump dressed as Spider-Man, just Grump doing that weird feet forward swing kind of thing. So that'll be fun to tackle. And there's a friend at conventions and of the stream, goes by the name Robot Man, drew this for me. He gifted it to me at the show. He had a little plastic figure of this exact guy too. So he's a 2D artist and like a 3D artist. So that was really fun. Robot Man, I know you have football, but if you watch this later, thank you very much. I tried to take the best care of it coming home. I protected it as much as possible. Yeah, I like all his wiring and stuff. That's really nice. All right. So let's see. Oh yeah, sticker app just gives a bunch of stuff. These aren't my stickers, but they give free things. So it's amongst my desk stuff. These people liked these too, the little mood cards. I just told everybody I really like storytelling art. So everything on my table just has like some lore behind it. So they don't smell like anything. Probably for the best. Yeah, these things, I had no idea. I thought temporary tattoos, I thought they were like some kind of dye transfer where it's just ink and you put it on and wet it, and the ink kind of just stains your skin and you try not to like wiggle the tattoo. But it's different. It's like you peel off a clear film and it reveals the sticky tattoo underneath. This is how I can't do it. I can never do these things. Let's see. I don't have a sponge or anything with me, so I can't stick it for good, but I'm just curious. Okay. So like you take off this clear bit, see that? And then you stick it on your arm. Don't put it on your face. I guess you could, but the amount of rubbing I had to do to get it off, I think it would be a hassle if you're doing that on your face. So let's see. What I have today is like a completely mystery, impromptu watercolor sketch. Let's see. I should do something comics related, or maybe like a tired periwinkle or something. Let's see. Did I get this all squished on my travels? We stay in this Victorian, 3-story Victorian house, probably like an 11-minute drive away from the convention, but we split it with a bunch of people. And there's plenty of room, so it actually works out really good, really well. But they're selling it. So now we have nowhere to stay. We've been staying there for maybe 3 or 4 years. Okay, am I missing a color here? Did it get jostled? Let's see. You. Is the right one? Yeah, I think so. It just, let's see. Yeah, I guess there's just room. This looks pretty packed. Okay. I guess there was like a Green Lantern announcement, San Diego Comic-Con. Or maybe that's why like nearby restaurants were doing a thing. But we didn't hang out. When we first were going to conventions, we would just go to the Hyatt bar, and that's where everybody would end up hanging out. I don't know where they go now. Now we just kind of go back home, relax. There would be a couple of dinners that we go to. Those are always nice because they're just small friend kind of things. So, okay, I'm gonna do this size, but like some kind of tired okay. Let's see. Something like that. Hi, Icon and Dragon. How you guys doing? I'm just kind of figuring out what I would like to paint. It's gonna be tiny. I sold some original art too. A couple pieces, yeah. Not bad. One of them was a blacklight reactive watercolor. I told them, I hope they remember to like shine a light on it. Okay, let's see. Her hair should be scraggly. Let's see what we could do. It's a really odd angle for her. They're marshmallowy square faces. Yeah, I feel like I want to see some of that hair whipped around. Should it be like, I don't think I want to put her in a badge, in like a convention badge. Now she looks electrocuted. You see like the tops of her teeth in there. Hopefully she's not the one who got in a fight. Panel. They had extra strict escalator rules this year. Only one person per step and no walking. I've seen the no walking thing before, but I prefer it when they have like one side walks and the other side. Those who don't want to walk stay on one side and they leave a lane open for the walkers. No, it's just like, you don't walk. Stand still. I can only imagine that it's a weight issue, because if it's like it's the San Diego Convention Center and it has all kinds of conferences, so if it's like, I don't know, the bridal conference or whatever, you're not gonna fill up. Maybe you will. I don't think you'd fill up an escalator, so the escalator doesn't strain. But if you have every single step on an escalator with two people on it, maybe it's just too much to handle, or maybe it's stalled or something, and they just figured that's a way to deal with it. I don't know, but I was just on this escalator on my way down. There's no one in front of me. It was just like, oh my gosh. There's a person standing in the bottom of the escalator with the sign. It's like, okay, being compliant. Okay, so how could I do this but smaller and on here? Let's see. Did you hear the motorcycle? Hey Chris, so did you get a picture with Gene Pool, aka Blue Gray? No. Blue Gray Deadpool? No, I didn't. I didn't get out from behind my table. We're stuck there. Zero wandering. Maybe for setting up, we would get in about an hour before the show floor opened. It was supposed to open. Did I disappoint you? I'm sorry, Chris. I think the show floor was supposed to open at 9:30, but they kept opening at 9. So whatever we saw on the way from Hall D to Artist Alley, that's what we saw. You should spend time at least Thursday walking the floor. That would be interesting. The thing is, it's like I don't want it that bad, I guess, because it's so like jam-packed with people, and I don't see a lot of happy people. They're just like tired because they have already waited in line to get a wristband, to wait in line for the thing they want, and they're told to not stand still. There's no place to sit. So I don't want to just hang out with like shoulder to shoulder, just, oh, what's over here? Because it's just a relentless onslaught of like, someone said it's very people-y. Very, very people-y. That's a good way to put it. And if you didn't hear, it was Ryan Reynolds in the costume and then in Hall H for Avengers. Okay, so he was wandering around like in costume, just hiding in plain sight. I think Hugh Jackman did that once too. He doesn't even wear a mask. He was just in his like wife beater or whatever, and his hair did his little. Did I even, my mic might have, I did the sick thing, but I think my mic probably took it out. But I think they said, did he say in an interview? Somebody told him, you're good, pretty close. Not exactly, but you're pretty close. Like they couldn't even, the stranger said Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was pretty close in his attempts to be Wolverine, which I thought was funny. There's some other people who would go around with a mask and then they kind of lift it up. I think Jack Black did that one year. And he's like, as soon as people recognize that he's being recognized, it's over, and then they have to just like reset somewhere else, I guess. Oh, I've seen more than a few celebrities walking the floor without costumes, and a few with just fake name tags. Really? Well, who? When's the last time you've been to Comic-Con, Chris? And who are the celebrities? I didn't get to see, but Clec of Angine de Poitrine was walking, or somebody cosplaying as him was walking around, but he never made it to Artist Alley. No word on Kun. I still have to polka dot my Converse. I think I'll do that for you guys. Well, I guess that's not gonna go live over there. That's fine by us, right? I won't name names in public. Of celebrities that you saw? Okay. I can respect that. Because it's still their thing. A long time ago, I got my mom tickets to Comic-Con when I worked at Top Cow. That sounds good, Chris. I'm gonna pick your brain. I was gonna say pick your ear. That's the right thing. My mom was Jackie Estacada, which is like a Top Cow character. She was like, okay, sure. But she wasn't trying to hide from adoring fans. We mixed a custom trail mix that we had behind the table. We got free water from the water fountains. We had some jerky. What else did we have? Protein bars, little dried edamame. And that was better than fighting crowds to spend way too much money on like some chicken fingers. Always have some food and water at the table because food at the con is pricey. I'm like, yes, absolutely. It's no good. It is no good. Are attendees allowed to bring food in? I feel like they... Well, I didn't see anybody getting bags checked. I guess they can. Yeah, you know, there wasn't. Why don't they have metal detectors? I guess that would clog things up so bad. There's a few times we got funneled into lines that we didn't belong in. And I just thought it'd be a lot easier to funnel people from such a far distance. And then you try to step out and it's like, stay in line. Oh my goodness. Comic-Con. Ah. Yes, you have to be able to bring in some food and water. Otherwise, diabetics and hypoglycemics would be in trouble real quick. Okay, that makes sense. You don't even have to be some kind of ick to like be affected by lack of water and food. It's just hot in there and on your feet for so long. Just pass out. Just being not having any of those things going on with you. It's like they're treating people like cattle. Yeah, tagged and everything, Bungalow Glow. Yeah, and it's still a work in progress. You know, case in point with the fight over, I have a wristband, but I don't have a seat, guys. That's weird. I couldn't tell what was going on from the video. He must have been fighting with security, right? So the more they try, they fix things, they break things. We'll see. They are trying. It's just a huge thing going on. Like, what would you do? You have like all those people. I think I would like to see, like, on the back of the badge. Where did I put it? They should put the hours. I have to write it down. And then they should put, like, if you're an exhibitor, here are the doors you can enter through. You can get in through Hall D, before hours, and whatever during the show. because it always seems to be like a to-do. But I appreciate the effort. I certainly couldn't arrange something of that magnitude. What's our next one? I think the LA Comic-Con. That's kind of nice because we just come home. We don't have to, let me squint her eyes a little bit. We don't have to get a hotel. What did I say? I just said I was gonna squint her eyes and I start drawing the exact same line. Okay. Yeah, it's a huge production, especially since they have to coordinate with the city and surrounding businesses. Yeah, traffic, the trolleys everything needs to be managed so attendees don't get run over. There's so many cars trying to get in the morning that the cars line up to block intersections and the trolley line. So if, I mean, I prefer not to get hit by a train. That's just my opinion. Like, if I could choose, I would like to avoid that. So I'm glad that all these extra precautions are in place so that when cars do like get backed into that track, you just don't get annihilated. Okay, up eyebrows, right? Like, this is a lot. Oh, I had two panels and a signing. They went pretty well. I thought someone was gonna put a video of one of them. I'm curious because I got like this sporadic applause. I was so interested to see this sporadic applause again. I was just mentioning about like something about AI and not thinking like if you want to create, you have to be the one to create, right? That's what makes you an artist. Whatever I said moved at least one person. I wanted to see it again though. Just, I don't know, it seems like it'd be funny. Or really bad. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm asking, I don't know what I'm asking for. As a Gen Con attendee, I feel like they do, oh, that's coming up, isn't it? I feel like they do a pretty good job with those massive crowds, but Indy is modeling itself as a convention city. Oh, really? Modeling itself as a convention city. Tell me about that. That's interesting. Also, Emerald City does all right. That's a weird one. They've got two separate buildings, like a block away from each other. Artist Alley is one side, and then the main exhibitors are in a different building. So there's like the Summit building where Artist Alley is. And once you know what door you can go into and you stay in a hotel that's at least, you know, it's a suitcase draggable distance, then it's all right. That's an expensive one to go to. I get accepted to that one once every 3 years or something like that. It's this week, but we are not attending because of my kiddos' band camp. Aww. It's a worthy alternative, I'd say. Yeah, I heard a lot about people doing both. They're like, it's Thursday. I got my pencil stuck in my hair. It's Thursday at San Diego Comic-Con. They're tired and like, I'm like, when is their next time off? They're like, oh, I got Gen Con and then this one, and then September. I'll have September to recoup. So I was like, oh my goodness. Good luck. Good luck. Okay. That is, I feel like maybe a little squintier eyes. Yeah. Let's close those eyes a little bit. Band camp. What does your kid play? I mean, you don't have to answer any of this. But I've never been to like some sort of camp like that. I don't think. When I was really little, I was in cheerleading for a little bit. Softball for a little bit. They were okay. Didn't miss it when I quit. I'm not very sporty. Most of the hotels are connected. The convention center is right between the football and the baseball stadium. Skywalks to get you around town. I love a good skywalk. Sometimes I'll be around our neighborhood. I'm like, I could just walk from there to there. That's all, just building a skywalk. Those are nice. Okay. That's not bad. There's a hotel on either side of San Diego Comic-Con. The west side has the Marriott, and the one further down, Hyatt. And then on the east side, it's the Hilton Bayfront or something like that. That one's closer to Artist Alley. The convention center is so long. I don't know how long it is, but it takes you a minute to walk from one end to the other. So it matters what side you're trying to be on. Mork, how the heck are you? What are you doing? It's good to see you. So let's see.
Guess who is here?
Guess who's here? What is that? What did you do? What did you do? Did you subscribe, or did you subscribe? What did you do? 40 times tier 1. Guess who is here? Mark, thank you so much. Thank you. 40 months. Aww. So let's see. Let's see. Mark, dear friend from the other side of the world. Let's see. It is bright and early Wednesday morning for Mark. Good morning, Mark. Mm-hmm. 9:50 a.m. Are you did you just get into work? I know you've been super busy. Are you still in San Diego for SDCC? No, I just got back. We got back Sunday night. Yeah, we don't stay any longer than we need to. It's expensive to get a hotel over there. We split an Airbnb, nice Victorian thing. But yeah, we got back or Sunday night, unpacked, fell asleep immediately. And then there's this group meetup in our area. It's Culver City Arts, and it just so happened that yesterday was their monthly meetup for just artists of all kinds. It's like musicians and filmmakers and whatever. And we go over there because it's like a fun group. It's nice to just go outside and then talk in real life to people about like creative stuff, or not. You can just talk about whatever. But it's a good group. So it was like I guess it was good timing because still on convention chit chat mode. My chit chat game isn't very strong. So once it gets going, I need to keep it going. The fact that he has a solo is why we can't skip the last few days of Bandcamp for Gen Con. A solo? Is he excited, nervous, both? Is this the first solo? Congratulations. It's a nice vote of confidence for whoever's like putting that solo in his hands. Yeah, one of these days we need to go to a convention in Melbourne, and I need to hunt down that artist. What is her name? Wendy something. Thank you, Mort. Oh, thank you. You did more. Gifted a subscription to Luciano and Shadow. Ta-da! Wendy Olson. Yes. Congratulations, Shadow. You got yourself a whole handful of emotes to use. Thank you so much, Mort. You're the best. You're too kind. Yeah, I need to go to Melbourne. I need to see you and your family. I need to buy some Wendy Olson art. All 5 live watchers. Thank you. Yeah. It's a little baby channel. It's okay. You guys are the few and the proud. Okay, Wendy Olson. Control copy. We got to say it out loud because it works better. Okay, hold on. Where is this window? I got you all set up. Did you... Let's see. Oh, there you are. Are we going? How about now? Let's see. Control paste. Oh, I gave myself a head rush. Enter. It's a cozy place, truly. Let's see. First marching solo. What? Oh, Siege got one too. Ryan, WC. Look at that. Look at that. Vince! Congratulations. Okay. I think I might be on a delay. You know, that happens. I'm currently on mobile. Oh, be careful. Mobile. No, I got you. It's like, let's see. It's got the solos, first marching solo, and then a bunch of lovely gifts from Mork. And then my chat is a cozy place because it's like, yeah, thank you. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. Okay, wait, let's see. Yeah, oh, you said something about the potatoes, Mark. Yourself and Joel are always welcome here. We would love to host you and save some money. That's really sweet of you. Thank you, that's really kind. So, pretty sure you did like Wendy's post about baked potatoes. I probably did. I probably did. Okay. Okay, there you are. Good. Okay. Oh my gosh. No, we're gonna open in a new tab because somebody taught me how to open in a new tab and they changed my life. Okay. Okay, let's see. there. These things. What even are these things? Ah, I love it. Okay, let's see. It's like the wide set eyes and the little silly mouth. I'm a sucker for that. Anything like that, I'm totally into. Bungalow Glow says a baked potato would be divine right about now with broccoli and butter. But what does Mitch Hedberg say about baked potatoes? Like, you have to make them when you don't want them. Some about, do you want a baked potato? No. So yeah, I can't remember. Rip. He was so funny. Pretty noteworthy events going on in this stream. Yeah, look at you. You got like your own little subscriber badge. Okay, let's see. One more. Let me find a favorite of mine. Okay. All right. Here we go. Whoops. Open a new tab. Okay. There he is. There's taters, and then there is baked taters, says the quote. Get it? Get it? Not for children. Yeah. They're so silly and cute. There's some that are like really questionable. I think I like those more. These are just cute little silly things, but some are like, what? Let's see one more. Hold on. Let's see. Can you guys see her handle? I should shout her out a little bit. Let's see. Wendy Olsen. Okay. So if you're in the control copy, Australia, Melbourne, Australia, New Zealand area, maybe you can get something. Oh, that just went to, pardon the double. Can I do that? Let's do that. Okay, that'll work. All right, let's see. Let's find one more. I will love and leave you all. Sorry, very brief. Off work for the day. I need to go to the pharmacy for meds. Taken day off work for my chronic pain. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please all enjoy your subs and best streams. Have a lovely day all. Take care. And Beth, hope to start rejoining your streams a bit more often in the time to come. Me too. Take your time though. You can be here. You can take your time off. You're always in my mind, so you're fine to do what you need to do. This reminds me of watching Steve Odenkirk's thumb movies. He's got thumb movies? Good luck, says Chris to Mork. He's Mork on some other things, so I should clarify that. Thanks, Chris, Lord of the Palette. He's got thumb movies. Steve Odenkirk's thumb movies. Odenkirk? Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste. Let's see. Thumb movies. Control copy. What do we have here? One more Wendy Olsen. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Ah, they're so cute. Show more. Is it scrolling for you guys? Okay. Oh no, I've reached the end. Okay, so let's see. Control paste. Odenkirk. Odenkirk. Let's see. It looks like you spelled it exactly right, Bungalow. Oh, yeah. Kirk. Yeah.
Before me lies a lifeless form that I shall make live. Life by these hands, as God creates, so shall
Is that? I did it from the different. Can you hear that? Or it might.
We shall call him
It's fine for now.
Pepper,
What in the world?
Pepper, because he really spiced up our lives.
Can you guys hear that? I'm gonna stop it because I'll probably get dinged or something.
Dreams.
Okay, so what in the world did we just watch? 9 years ago, what in the world? I'm gonna watch all of those. I loved that. Thanks for putting that on my radar. Oh hey, if Morlock is still here, thank you, says Siege. Siege, how are you? Wasn't that nice? He just came in like Santa Claus and just dropped a bunch of subs. Yeah, he had to he just was in and out, and he decided to make an impact for like the few minutes he had to spare. Look at that. I'm tired. Siege, are you? Well, sit down and relax. Let's take it easy. Let's see if I can paint a little bit. And yeah, just super cozy, quiet. I'm recovering from San Diego Comic-Con. You need to relax. Bungalow Glow needs to prepare for a fantastic band camp. Chris is doing Chris stuff, probably programming things in the background. Everybody's just being mellow, I guess. Look at that, she's tired too. My arse is quite contently planted in my expensive gaming chair. Nice. That's nice. I like my chair too. Chairs, you can't go cheap with the chair. Well, don't get expensive just for expensive, but find the right one. Save up for it. You sit a lot, so it's better to have something comfy to plant yourself in. What is it? Like chairs, mattress, shoes. You gotta get good ones. We're throwing all the squirrel moments today. Yeah, my brain is just like, on a good day there's like I don't know, 3 threads going and then a theme song. So I'm just not even gonna fight it today. Let's see how far we can get. I've never had the money for Herman Miller. Would have definitely got one if they weren't so expensive. Yeah. What's the Aaron chair? I think something else has taken the throne away from that one. I don't remember what it was called. Evil. I forgot what it was. There's another one. Might not be as expensive. Yeah, I went the Aaron chair way. Well, I thought it was, I don't know, like halfway business expense, halfway treat yourself. Joel's doing commerce in the background. I think he's picking up some permissions to send off. What if I just make tired hair? Just limp, tired, exhausted hair. Needs to just drag. I got mine at Micro Center. Could have gotten it a little cheaper online, but I actually got to sit in this before I bought it. That's good. So you know what so I knew what I was getting into. That's important. Plus, you know, the display model has its fair share of use. Yeah, that's a good route to go. Joel got his used from somewhere. It works just fine. And he got it for like, I don't know, probably less than half of the price. But I think you have more choices now. She can be holding one of her straps here. Lurk, want to put some food on. Make something simple and delicious and enjoy, Siege. Thanks for dropping in for a hello. Now, all you new subscribers, whoever's out there, can use the commands. There's what else do we have? I think they're available as channel redeems, but now you get to do them for free. There's another one in there too. Okay, let's see. This pen is almost done. Look at how sideways that little nib thingy is. Keep going. In the little sketchbooks, I don't think I have a sample around right now. Pack them all up. There's an area for a free sketch, and that was fun because, like, over the course of a few days, I actually got pretty good at doing a fast, cute sketch at Comic-Con. Tired face right there. What do you think the most important things to prevent yourself as best you can from getting sick? What are the best things you can do? Is it vitamin C? Is it rest? Is it avoidance? Is it Purell? Trying to wash your hands? I definitely didn't take any vitamin C. Chris tells Siege, I didn't realize Micro Center sold office furniture. I'll have to go check it out. The chairs at Staples Office Max are not that great. Micro Center, the computer place. I haven't been into. Have I ever been into a Micro Center? Is that the place in Tustin? They have more than one. Remember Fry's with their crazy storefronts? Have you heard about this modular repairable laptop by Frameworks? If I was gonna buy a laptop, I would probably try that one. Yeah, Fry's was great, says Chris. Joel has a laptop. He has a Dell XPS something or other. I've never had one. I have a Amazon Fire tablet or whatever they're called. He has iPad type of thing. Why would I want a laptop? Because it's a gadget. So I forgot how much they were. They're probably $2,500 or maybe even more. But they're modular, modular and repairable. So you can actually like swap out the motherboards. Obviously, you can exchange the RAM and the storage if you could afford it. But the ports, you can choose like different. You could put a Ethernet thing in there or not. You could put USB-C or like a Thunderbolt. What is that called? I thought it was interesting. You pick different colors and all that. In our many years of attending post-COVID cons, we have masked in the high traffic areas, and it's mainly to remind us not to put our hands near our face. That's a big one, right? And we used hand sanitizer often, and always wash our hands before snacking, which sometimes it's easy to forget. Yeah, you can it does make a big difference to keep your hands away from your face, but sometimes you don't even just like you said, the masks help you remember because sometimes you do it without thinking. Yeah, I haven't been sick once, so maybe I just jinxed myself. Oh no. No, you're gonna be fine. Even before COVID, at conventions, I would catch like the nastiest flu that would turn into bronchitis. So I started taking the flu shots. That doesn't do anything for a cold. Purell, and I would have like wipes for surfaces in the plane. So I was that weirdo wiping off the food tray and all that stuff, the little latches and the part you touch on the window. And that helped. Then COVID happened, and then it became normal to wear masks. In the States, anyway. So that helped. Heck yeah, fellow weirdo, you can't sit next to me. I will, Bungalow Glow. We just got tickets to Tokyo Comic-Con, the flights, I should say. And we're flying Delta. I don't think I've ever flown Delta before. Usually we go Japan Airlines. We're gonna try Delta this time. Mainly because on the Japan Airlines plane, there was always these 2 seats. It wasn't a 3-seater row, it was just 2 seats in the back, and I would pick those for Joelle and myself. But it was taken. Those 2 seats were taken. I'm like, well, shoot, then I'll just go somewhere else. Thank you very much. So we'll see. I travel with a can of disinfectant to hit all the high touch areas in the hotels I stay in as well. Oh, that's pretty strong. That's a good move. I haven't done that. Every time I touch the remote, I'm like, all that work and you're just gonna manhandle the remote? Like, all the attention to like not touching things, and then, I'm tired. Just turn the TV on. And I mess it all up. Yeah, I had such bad bronchitis. I had to get like an inhaler or something. So I don't want to do that again. The remote and the bathroom door, sink, toilet handle are all first to get the spritz. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. So what is it now? A can of disinfectant. So, okay. For road travel, right? Because do they sell something that's not a can? It's been working. Yeah, I believe you. Yes, road travel. I need something not in an aerosol can. Because I would like to do that. Maybe I'll give her, like, she needs some kind of interesting sleeve. So do like a double thing. With the little vesty vest. They do make non-aerosol. Okay. Gonna work out my finger. Where's her hand? Might seem like a nut job. Go on. But I also know that a lot of the housekeeping staff don't enjoy their jobs. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd like to think, you know, that at least they're making money, but I bet you they're underpaid and overworked. For travel and a longer stay like SDCC, I hit a grocery store first thing, pick up water, snacks, disinfectant, etc. that I couldn't fly with. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I could do that in Japan with my phone and try to translate stuff. Have I ever gotten something really wrong? I don't know, actually. How would I know? On a couple of occasions, I had to go get medicine. And they don't sell it at the convenience store. You have to go to a pharmacy. So I would check on these blogs, I guess, I don't know, where they'd say these are the ones you should look for. Some of them were herbal. I'm like, no, give me the good stuff. I don't feel good. But I've never shopped for disinfectants in Japan. That would be our next plane ride, so that's why I'm thinking of that. I think I would be less worried in Japan. That's true. I did get very sick there, though. It could have been just from the convention and a bunch of everybody there. Not necessarily the hotel. And they're all wearing masks. If they don't feel good, they put a mask on. Not for them, but for you. And I think that's really cool. So now I know my favorite medicines. But yeah, never disinfectant. Give myself enough room for that hand. And give her a little wrist thing. Maybe a wristband. It's like, do I actually for real have a seat, or do I need to fight? There's a bit of pride in all levels of hospitality there. Yeah, it's an art form, and it's about respect. More Americans could use a bit of that honor in daily living. Yeah, so much of us have a sense of like, I need to get mine. Like, I'm gonna go first, or I don't know, cutting in line, or if I'm not gonna do it, they're gonna do it. So like this race to the bottom kind of thing. I think there's a false sense of weakness in behaving like that, behaving in a courteous way. It's silly, but I am always happy to leave the place I stay better for the next person. I wouldn't say that's silly. Oh, like the movie theaters. People are messy. I get it if you dropped your popcorn and there's kernels here and there, but people just leave their full buckets of popcorn, their drinks, everything behind. Like, all right, I'm done. Movie's over. Goodbye. Someone else's job. We always take our stuff out with us. Like some bag of to-go food from a restaurant. I'll just leave it there by their seat. No? Why? There's a trash can right by the door. You're gonna walk right by it, I promise you. Yeah, you hear that all the time, says Bungalow Glow. They pay people to clean this, yeah. We were talking, there's my table neighbor at San Diego is really nice. Megan, let me see if I can find you. We were talking about everybody should be required to take a job in the service industry, like at waiting tables somewhere. It should be a requirement so you learn to like behave. No, they pay people to maintain it, not to be your housekeeper. And they're all overworked, they're understaffed. Just, it doesn't take you any time. I promise you, you'll be... I turned around, Bungalow Glow, and I got this giant thumb guy staring at me from that thing you shared. Hold on, let me find Megan if I can. Okay, let's see. Of course, like, ooh, what did my computer do? My computer's been ding-donging at me periodically. Okay. Let's see if I can just... Please autofill. Nice. Okay. This is my table neighbor from San Diego Comic-Con. She has great art too. Let's see. Okay. So we were just chatting it up during the conventions. She does a little bit of these really pretty illustrations for stuff that she likes. Let's see. Do I have a favorite here? My favorite isn't even like a fan art thing of hers. It's her own personal, like, original art. Hold on. Okay, this time for sure. Right click. Open a new tab. Hey. Did it. It's this one. I like it a lot. So she was really nice. We were just talking about if people should wait tables or something so they can be a little more understanding for all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she was super excited because it just was announced that she's doing art that will be used in the new God of War game. So I'm like, what? The God of War? Nuh-uh. She's like, uh-huh. I'm like, nuh-uh. So that was fun. Quite a few of your friends followed her. She's so nice. And she's really hardworking. So I'm happy. Yeah, if you or any of your friends, oh, she probably posted it all on her socials anyway, but yeah, she showed me, wait, okay, she's not under NDA anymore. Some of the images, and I can't wait to play that game. And I could be like, I know her. She's really nice. She's like, can't handle any of this. I'm hot and tired. I'm getting bumped left and right. Where are the collectibles? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's kind of dry. Casey! Hey, I hope SDCC went well. Yeah, it was really packed. And it was a lot of fun. And it's just so nice to like see people respond to some of the stuff that I've been working on. And so far so good. It doesn't seem like I brought anything, any like con crud or anything like that. I told the story and said, no, it's okay. Casey says, sorry, you probably already told the story on stream. No, there's let's see, highlights. Highlights were people who would come to my table and would say things like, there's nothing like this in Artist Alley. Like, what is this? Or some are like, what is this? And some are, what is this? I like both of those reactions. So that's really nice. I'd say the challenging parts were for the attendees, actually. The crowds were super packed in like sardines, and our tables are 4 feet. So you get like 2 people at your table. That third one's like, no, it's too bad, so sad. There's security coming through saying, keep it moving, don't stand in the aisle. So the attendees were just tired. They were all just hanging on, trying to get what they needed, standing in line in order to get a wristband so they can stand in line for the thing they want. It was just, I try to remind myself what they're going through. Because as much as I'm trapped behind the table, they're going through something too. So everybody puts their patience cap on. You definitely have a super unique style that stands out. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, I've heard it's an intense show in Artist Alley and that it's hard to get back to the same tables. Yeah, it's hard to find them. And then even if you know where they are, it's like, okay, that's a full packed bit of humanity in there. How badly do I want that? Most people are like, I'll come back later, and they forget. So it happens all the time. Some people do come back and it's extra special though. So that's always nice. Maybe one day I'll try to show there, but I want to get more out of state cons under my belt before I do a big one like SDCC. What do you feel like you need con practice, or what's the main bits are the same. It's just more in every way at San Diego. If you can room with someone or get a place, I don't know what your setup is like and how packable it is, how much you need to haul. Get a parking pass for Wednesday and Sunday. Stay somewhere a little further on the blue line on the trolley that you could afford, and then just trolley in and out every day. It's a good way to save some money. Chula Vista, there's like some hotels by some of those stops, and they're only like 5-6 stops away from the convention center. Maybe one day. Oh yes, I'm rusty. Used to do them pre-COVID, but only in state. I've been invited to Colorado, and I've heard your shows are really good. So I mean, there's nothing to sneeze at. How did you get your in? I think I heard you say you got your in real life. Oh, hold on, let me show. Casey Snow Art is also a phenomenal artist. Really sweet. Used to be a teacher, so she has like that whole gentle, I can show you the way kind of vibe. Oh, hold on, backspace. The whole traveling and cost of room and board feels like a lot to make up. Yeah, we drive. So that's a huge chunk taken off the top. We split an Airbnb with a bunch of friends, so that keeps our costs down. I want to make sure I can afford out of state. Gotta test my merch first, where it's cheaper, and make sure I can move it. You are so responsible. You're perfect business strategy. Yeah, in real life, Rick is here. Just waiting on the SIM cards to arrive so I can do a sketch hike. I'm gonna watch the heck out of those. Thanks for the nice words and shout. You're the best. I love watching your streams. I'm not a huge risk taker. You're a medium risk taker. You've quit your day job to do streaming. That's pretty risky. It has pros and cons, but I don't have a lot of capital to invest, so gotta be careful. That's wise, yeah. I think you're the right amount of risk taker. You know when it's time to like jump on board, like, get off that train you don't like and do the new thing. So I trust your timing, your opinion of when is the right time. Calculated risk. I didn't quit my job until I had saved up a year's salary. No, you didn't, really? And I had no idea what I was doing back then, so kind of wasted the opportunity. I don't think you did. That's how you do it. I mean, I did. Art is scary when you're art poor. Yeah. That's when it's at its most interesting, though. It's when you do like really interesting stuff, when it's like you're feeling the most. But I mean, there's a balance, because if you're too stressed out to create anything, then your mind's just going in a million different directions and nothing gets done. So it's a balance. And solo. Yeah, you're like, I'm doing it. That's all me. I definitely run into that sometimes, a constant struggle, but much better than they used to be. let's see. I'm gonna pick my favorite bits here and darken them. I had a couple panels, Casey. One was making comics. One was it's called the Forgotten Trio, and I do it every year, and it's about people who make the comics who aren't the superstar writers and pencilers. This panel is about the letterers, the inkers, and the colorists. And I did a lot of coloring, so I represent the colorists in that panel. That one's fun because I guess it's easy. There's not much prep I have to do because I don't know if they could stump me with the question. I do have to prep when it comes to how questions about breaking into the industry. Like, my origin tale was so long ago that those things don't apply anymore. So that would be something that I need to have a nice answer to. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, panels I was on. It was, let's see. I think usually me and 4 other people in one, and me and probably 5 other people in the other. I used to be really bad at panels. Maybe I still am, but I'm better. Do you get any perks from the con for doing that, or do you have to pitch the panel and make it work? I get a little sign that says Beth Sotelo, and then the panel. It's like printed on paper. And they're always like, "Do you want it?" And most of the time I'm like, "Yeah," because I don't know. I'll throw it away in private, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, no perks other than that. I don't pitch the panel. Somebody else has panel ideas and they invite me on it. I guess I could, but if you're pitching the panel for approval, you also have to advertise it to get a crowd. So usually I just get asked to be on other people's panels. Once in a while it's like a women in comics panel, but sometimes they're kind of downers. I don't have tales of like light being a woman in comics, and so I feel like I don't belong on those panels. I don't know. I was like, I'm so old. I started in 2000 and I was like, just like, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" I don't know, maybe they were rude to me. I wouldn't even know. No, and I just kind of did my thing. Tell them to stream their art on Twitch. That's what has worked for me in the past few years. I've met so many more industry people here than anywhere else online. Oh well, haha, well, I didn't know if SDCC panels were an invite-only thing. I think like you said, you have to pitch a panel and get accepted to do your panel. But to watch one, like the ones I'm on, you can, if you're an attendee, you can just roll up and sit down, enjoy some air-conditioned soft seating. If it's a famous panel, like something in Hall H, then that's the one you have to stand outside in a huge line, serpentine, for hours. And here's another thing people were complaining about: if they had to use the bathroom, they would have to go through security again, and I guess get back into the back of the line. And they're saying, "This is not right. You can't have us out here all day like this." So those panels, you have to jump through some hoops, stand in line to get, or hopefully to get a wristband, to then again stand in line for the panel. I think it's important to show that the industry is changing too. I always talk up streaming. People like it, but I think they think it's a bigger deal for the most part. Like a new artist, it's like a sense of they feel like they have to perform rather than just sit and work and share stories that they can relate to with other people. The setups now are really easy to get. Some stuff is freeware. You don't have to get a nice camera. I'll work that into. Sometimes I'll say you can find. Oh, there it will be like I'm a colorist. How do I, stack my portfolio? And you can get line art online, different places. You can meet up with somebody on Discord who's a penciler and they're trying to do the same thing and they kind of work together. But yeah, it's kind of weird to get that stuff to an editor if that's your goal. Important to show that the industry is changing too. 50 years ago, you couldn't have a good time in the industry, so sharing some positive stories as a woman in comics is important too. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just not as potent to say like I was just oblivious. I just did my thing. That's not panel worthy. And there are a lot of misconceptions around streaming art. I try to explain it as more of a virtual studio co-working space, and getting involved in existing communities can help you connect more sometimes than just cold calls for jobs. Yeah, and also it's helped me in just speaking in general. I'm not super eloquent. I probably never will be, but it's not as hard to just chime in during a panel. Before, it was like a huge deal for me. My first panels, I kept doing panels because I kept wanting to get better. So I would go to Aspen Comics panels. This was one of the first publishers I worked with. And I keep saying this story. I've said it a bunch of times at the convention, but so I'd be in the panel with my friends even. It was a studio of friends, but I'd be so nervous. So I would be like one of the last people on the table, sitting at the table, and I would be they'd be going down the line for each of us to introduce ourselves. So as they're going down the line, I'm there like, my name is Beth Sotel. I color shrug. My name is Beth Sotel. I color. My name is Beth Sotel. And then they get to me, and I just blurt it out like, my name is Beth Sotel. I color shrug. And then just hope that they didn't ask me any more questions because I was so freaked out. So I did that for a really long time. I didn't get any better. It didn't get better until I did smaller panels with just a couple people and I was forced to speak more, which was really difficult. But then it made those bigger panels easy. Then I did a panel. It was just me. It wasn't a panel. It was like a coloring demo for an hour at a convention. I was sweating bullets for that one. I was working on a laptop that wasn't my own because I don't have a laptop, and I have to remind myself that people usually their questions are going to be a little simpler. Like they're not going to be asking about color theory and I don't know, technical stuff. They just want to know what do you mean when you say flats? What is flatting? So it wasn't that hard. And once I did that, then that was just making things way easier. So it's not even like practice is perfect. It's like perfect practice or hard practice makes the easier stuff better. It's definitely a longer route to an industry job, but I have been getting industry jobs pass my way more now than I ever would have without streaming. That's really good. Are you taking any of them? Is it stuff that you're interested in, or is it just things that aren't in your wheelhouse that are just coming your way? That's really nice. True, it's kind of good practice for cons. You get good at explaining your art process. I feel like I've been able to craft a good elevator pitch for my work now, thanks to Twitch. Exactly. Yeah. Have you applied to TwitchCon? And Casey, are you going? I think I heard you say if they give you a table, you'd go, but otherwise you wouldn't go as an attendee. I did the reverse way, says Chris. First industry panel was in front of 15,000 people who really didn't like a change we made, and I had to explain why we had to make it. Oh my gosh. That was your first panel? So this was like a Photoshop. For all of you guys who might not know, Chris is he made Photoshop good. And I don't think he's working with them anymore, so Photoshop is no longer good. It was all because of Chris. Yeah, I'd been on the job about 3 months. Oh my gosh. I had to explain why we had to make it. I did small presentations and interviews in college, but that one was a rough way to start. Panels after that felt much easier, I bet. That's a whole gaggle of persons. 15,000 who are giving you stink eye. I haven't taken many, Casey says, I haven't taken many of them, just too busy right now. That's good too. It's really nice to be busy as a freelance artist. But it's nice to know that I'm on people's radar. That was always what I felt I lacked before, connections. I came from education and never went to art school. Yeah, I would check the some college box. So switching careers was like starting over totally. I did apply to TwitchCon. They will let us know in August if we get picked. Here's hoping. There's no way they wouldn't let you in. You do too many good things and you're too good. Oh, good. I was about to say I'm not the biggest fan of recent Photoshop. Didn't want to have to watch my mouth. Yeah. Chris tells Casey, I'm not liking recent changes either, and I need Photoshop for a lot of the stuff I do. Casey says, I don't know, they didn't pick me last year. They didn't pick you, but you did. What did you do? You took that in real life rig, IRL rig, and did a lot of really good stuff that got a really nice quality attention. Casey is an activist, is a conservation person. What would I call you? There's this porpoise called the vaquita that's on the brink of extinction, and she's like single-handedly making sure this thing survives. So she went around TwitchCon with like was it paper mache vaquita? They're cute. They're like the size of a big corgi or something. I don't know. So it's when talent meets somebody who has a message and who wants to do good in the world. That's Casey. Casey says, I don't know, they didn't pick me last year. I'm only gonna hope so this year. Hope they give me a second chance. Shadow says, it's the pen path rendering, wasn't it? Nah, I think that would have been later. Oh, you're throwing a guess out. The pen path rendering. Paths elude me. I thought I was a champion. I was using Illustrator for the first time in I don't know how long to make paths for that puzzle that I'm still trying to do for the vending machine. I got the paths working finally, but that was like, my brain just doesn't want to work that way. Now it's just a matter of cut pressure and how I apply the image to the chipboard so it cuts nicely. I set it aside. I've got like a little, like a cemetery of chomped up puzzle pieces. The only reason I went to TwitchCon was the panels I spoke on. Yeah, I'm really grateful I got to do it. I don't know, I guess an amateur conservationist. Okay, I like that. Amateur conservationist. I just like using my platform to get the word out about it. You're the only reason I know about that cute little vaquita, so it's working. Chris tells Shadow bugs, features that were left out, forgotten, broken, and all the AI garbage. Blech. Fortunately, I still know people on the team who can look at bugs. Chris, I said something about AI in a panel, like I was impassioned about actually being an artist means like to be the thing that creates the art. I got like one guy was just like, yeah, and everybody else was like, all right, sure. But somebody said that they would post the video. I can't wait to see it because it's gonna be horrible, I know it. But I want to see, like, I don't know. Sometimes in an attempt to get a full sentence out, I don't add that sentence to the memory. It's all RAM, nothing stays in storage. So I want to hear what I said. It was 3D printed. Oh wow, it was huge. Paleontologizing made it for me. Oh, I know that stream. Oh, very kind of you to say. I'm just trying to take advantage of it while I have it. Shadow says to Chris, no, I mean the panel question. The change was made when you were still there. Rip, I get it though. I still need it for a few things too. Trying very hard to fully switch to CSP or Affinity or something though. What is Clip Studio Pro? Is that what CSP is? Affinity, I don't know what that is at all. Is it a decent substitute? It sounds like it's okay as a substitute, but I feel like it would be lacking certain things because it's not taking off so well. Chris says to Casey, for illustration, sketch, oh, wait, Clip Studio Paint, what is, hold on, did I miss it? No, you guys have to tell me. Affinity is like Adobe Illustrator substitute. Clip Studio Paint, okay, thank you. But I do a lot of color science and dealing with large images, obscure files, obscure file formats, etc., where I need Photoshop. Nice work, looks good. Thank you, Vince. I'm doing a lot of gabbing, not a lot of arting. I think that's typical for an art stream. Thanks for indulging me. My brain is half mush. Affinity is like, let's see, it's designed. Clip Studio Paint is Clip Studio Paint. It's designed for comics primarily, really, but does digital painting pretty well. Lined up. Ah, how are you? What are you doing over there? Did you go to San Diego Comic-Con? It's your local show. I still use Photoshop CS6. That's the last disk-based one, right? Says Shadow. Mostly works fine for me. I just hate that high DPI UI didn't come to Windows until the next version. That's probably why I switched, because I couldn't read any of the things. My eyes aren't good enough to read it. All art streams become just chatting streams at some point. We artists need socializing breaks. Shadow agent. That wind up. No, I didn't go to SDCC. Doing well. Hope SDCC went okay. Yes, it did. It was so packed. Very, very packed. Only one fight broke out that I know of. So there was that. I think San Diego, it's just a huge behemoth of a show, and they're trying to figure out how to manage so many people, keep them honest with their badges and their wristbands, trying to keep things like the escalators from breaking by making everybody stand one person a step. But there's just a lot of not yelling, forcefully informing people where to go and when to go. So everybody's like, they're so like just rubbed raw with like, enough, this is sensory overload. Other than that, it was great. No, it actually really was. It's like I keep saying, it's you forget what it's like to be around people looking at your art when you're just in the cave working by yourself. And then see people notice your stuff for the first time and they're like, what is this? What's a grump? And then I get to tell them. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. We could throw some watercolor over this. Let's see how bad this bleeds. Should be fine. What do we got? Just a little black brush pen. Haven't been since before COVID. I keep missing out on the ticket sales. Okay, is this true? Someone was telling me that past attendees, like you're incentivized to buy a ticket every year, because if you do, you get priority purchasing for the following year. If you don't buy one every year, like if you didn't get one the year before, you have to wait till last year's attendees buy theirs, which I thought was like, ugh, okay. Casey, with 150,000 people there, problems will happen. Oh, a fight, is that normal? I would say it's not. Maybe every other year there's one report of a fight. Maybe. There was one pretty famous one where a guy got jabbed in the eye with a pen. That was probably like 10 years ago though. Okay, so I'm exaggerating. Once every 10 years there's some kind of fight. So this one seemed to be related to counterfeit wristbands for a popular panel. Probably like some Hall H, Ryan Reynolds, I don't know what. This needs to be verified. Don't take my word for it. But it's like somebody with a wristband didn't have a seat. So when I told you guys earlier, you have to wait in us. You kill so much of your time waiting in lines to get permission to wait in another line. So this is what this guy did. He gets to the panel and for some reason he doesn't have a seat. I don't know who he fought with. It might have been a security person, or who would you fight with? Like who would be the focus of that rage? The person telling you can't be here, right? So that must have been some security person. And they did throw some punches that didn't land. That's how normies fight. There's a lot of dust, but no real injury, which is good, right? Very classy San Diego. Chris says SDCC does a pretty good job of responding quickly and getting troublemakers out. Yeah, I'd say so. I have never personally seen a fight, so it's not super common, I guess. Wind up, it sounds familiar, the pen stabbing. I think that was pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, the before times. Okay, let's see what we got here. We can do her, okay, remember, mix her eye color. So I could do wet on wet, eye color over skin tone. I always forget. She's like, oh, take me now. What? Okay, let's see. Did you just Google it, Casey? 2010. Wow, they never heard of this. Oh, the ticket rollover perk sounds familiar. It's a window. Okay. But I was still in school then and not paying attention to Comic-Con stuff. Don't you dare make me feel old, Casey. Don't you dare. Take it back. No, I was kidding. I wonder if that guy's eye was okay. I think it was. They would have, that would have been part of the headline if it wasn't. You found an article from a first-person witness? No, I know, I was just kidding. Don't worry, I'm plenty old good. Any interesting tidbits from the article? Anything worth sharing with the class? Okay, here we go. The little mixy guy. I've had some acquaintances getting kicked out for the day for being a little tipsy. I don't know, they must have done something to bring attention to themselves, and I don't know exactly what it is because they may have been an unreliable reporter of their predicament. That was a long time ago. I feel like I should just go straight with this color. Every time I try to soften this little wisteria shade, it goes straight to like actual close to skin tone looking shade. It's supposed to be weird purpley. I got hair in my eye. Weird purpley skin tone. It's more like a blog post. They just said that it was really random and that headlines made it sound like security was on the scene quickly, but it was bystanders that held the attacker down and waited a while for security to arrive. According to the post, the attacker had been walking past the row and said something, I don't know what was said, and when the other man asked, what? That's when the man walking stopped and stabbed him in the eye? That's so not worth it. I'm disappointed. Hands on the face or wind up. I could totally understand being really frustrated about the that silly wristband that you waited in line for. Now you don't have a seat, and someone's telling you you can't be in here. It's like, find a chair. You find a chair. I waited hours for this. You figure it out. I can understand getting mad about that, but I don't know, perceived slights. That's not worthy. You shouldn't fight. Kids don't fight. Be good. Clearly just someone unhinged and maybe not in a good mental state to begin with. I'm sure the cramped environment didn't help, but dang, to almost lose an eye for no reason. Yeah. Windup says it could have been hours, if not all day. Yeah. It was hot too. Waiting out in there, it's muggy, getting sunburned. Oh, see, I did it again. I need to mix her eye color too, so that way I can dip some of that while everything's still wet, so it runs a little bit into her cheeks and stuff. Yeah, lots of toys too. There's that panel hall H stuff and toys. You had to rush in, but not run, just walk super fast to wherever you need to be to stand in line for a wristband, to come back later to stand in line to buy your toy. That's the majority of it's that, and then the old timers, they'll find original art and ask for commissions from their favorite artists. That's Comic-Con. And then what do you call it? Fan art stuff. Pretty potent of a wisteria color. The only time I ever saw famous people at Comic-Con was, I don't even think I was there for the Jack Black thing. He was walking around with the mask on and he lifted it up. Did talk or buy something? I don't know. I don't think I saw that. Back when the first, those Marvel movies were really big, they had the entire cast at the Marvel booth, and so I was just kind of gawking at all those people. Chris, what, Hemsworth, the other Chris, I think. I don't know, Hawkeye, forget there. Hawkeye, is that a guy from MASH, or is that a superhero? I don't know, but anyways, they're just all there being super starry. And I happened to be close enough at a booth, I think it was the Aspen Comics booth, where I could see all of it and not have to be amongst the mass of humanity pushing in. Chris, thank you, Chris. Hawkeye is both from MASH and Avengers. I doubted myself. Whoa. She's she looks like she's feeling it. That's good. The funniest part back around 2005 was seeing the artists come out of their booths to talk to Matt Groening as he walked by. Oh, really? Urgh. Goodness, I'm gonna turn the blow dryer on in this heat. Yeah, 2005, that was doable. I couldn't rush out from behind my table if I tried. By the time I wiggled through everybody, the person would be gone. So, let's put you, I want you in bright pink. Bright pink best, maybe? Well, you know who I did see? Where was this? Maybe it was in Arizona or something. Is her name Gates McFadden? The red-headed doctor from Star Trek Next Generation? She was trying to eat her yogurt in the green room. Somebody was like bugging her, like, oh, I love you, whatever. She's like, mouthful of yogurt. I'm like, okay, I thought this was a safe space. Star Trek Next Generation, yes, she was one of the doctors. Thanks, Shadow. Gotta dip into lurk mode to put my head down and finish on inventory, but I'll be watching in the background. Thanks for streaming. Casey, thank you so much for popping in. It was a pleasure having you. Chris says Gates McFadden is also a good dancer and choreographer. I had no idea. Did she do any episodes in Star Trek where she was dancing? One of these days I'll get to a Colorado convention. I've heard they were good. It's never been like one of our regular spots, and it kind of takes an effort to deviate sometimes from your regular convention schedule, like the known stuff to you. So it'll be worth giving it a look. Big pink in her eyes. Looks like she got knocked out in black eye kind of stuff. Oh, some background on Gates McFadden from Chris. Let's see. Yeah, she is. I can't read it from that side. We owe you an explanation. We need money. So, Cheryl Gates McFadden, born 49. She's 77. Looking good, Gates. Okay, let's see. Early work, teaching in post-secondary theater and dance departments, including those of the University of Pittsburgh, Harvard University, and George Washington University. During this period, she formed a theatrical company in the New York Theater Commotion, and in '75 toured an all-female clown act, Commedia del Pinky. No way. Huh. Had no idea. She did puppetry for Labyrinth and the Muppets Take Manhattan. No kidding. Puppets are enchanting, especially the ones that have like the real wispy, they're kind of feathers or something that they catch the wind and they're just look alive. They're so pretty. I'm sure there must be some sort of fiber that mimics the way feathers move, like those old long stringy ones, without harassing birds. Yeah, I like when inanimate objects kind of come to life. Puppets, wacky waving, inflatable arm flailing tube men. There was a video that popped up on my Instagram. Why is Instagram like acting like TikTok now? I want to see my friends. It's like impossible to see anybody. But anyway, because of this, they sent me some milk tea compilation of puppets. Yes, Windup. Of puppets. They not puppets, like stuffed animals that they attached to their milk shaky machine. So stuffed animals were like, what? Making milk tea. It was so cute. I loved it so much. That's why they do that. That's why my Instagram is turned into TikTok, because I'm looking at these things. I don't follow it, but it's like, what is this? So then they just feed me more. Okay, let's see. Stuffy's hard at work. You saw that too? Oh my goodness, I loved it. Is this dry? Dry enough. We'll figure it out. Let's do like an amethyst purple for her t-shirt. Yeah, that was my morning, getting greeted with those little guys. All the colors. Also, she's got way too many layers on for this weather. Let's see if I can drop some shadows into some of her skin tones without destroying. I should have done this first. That's another thing I need to be more mindful of in my practice, is to have an underpainting. I just kind of go about things the same way, so I forget to make a learning exercise out of it. Basically the Comic-Con experience right there. Hold on, I gotta fix her pants. gonna end up looking, it's gonna dry weird. Okay, what she needs, let's see. I corral this wild beast of a pen on what have I been working on here? Rough watercolor paper. It's got long hair today. There we go. She is scraggly. Oh, she needs a little. I don't trust my hands, so I'm just gonna purple these in with my multiliner. There we go. There it is. Whoop. Yep. I feel your pain. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'll do a background color later. I still like this pen. It's really behaving with that with this ink in it. It's platinum carbon. I would say this is a pretty good pairing for anybody who wants to get one of these, like 12 bucks on Amazon. And then this is more. Jet pens sell this. I think it's probably like 30 for a giant thing of ink. That's one frazzled Perry. Yeah, it's kind of, it's what was speaking to me today. It's even, San Diego Comic-Con was even too much for Miss Periwinkle. This is the ones. Okay, so now I'm gonna go get some water, grab a snack. What do you think? Not too bad for no plan. So I would say nothing going on for next week. So for sure, another stream Tuesday. I have pages to do, so I'll have some pages prepped. It's time for Grumpin. Everybody needs to know Book 2 and what he's up to, so that means lots of work. So then Tuesday, I'm gonna ask you guys about what you think of no face cam drawing streams. Would it be too disconnected or not? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out while I'm doing page work with the camera, and we'll see. We'll do it together. So, okay, do this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys. Let's see. If you're actively drawing and talking, it should work. Okay, Chris is for shadow. That's my favorite little Julie smile. All right, so then yeah, Tuesday we'll figure something out, and then that way you can come along for the ride with some more pages. What, my grump face character, Adobe Character Animator crashed again. Whatever. All right, perfect. Frazzle Perry face. I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.